All right, so what's going on in the Pokemon world? Nothing. Nothing is going on. It's boring. No product is around. Oh, my distributor called me and told me I had to get a certain amount of product that wasn't Pokemon in order to get Pokemon. It was like a deal they had going on, so I had to buy a bunch of Lorcana booster boxes that maybe I'll break even or lose a couple bucks on. I had to buy a bunch of these. I'm gonna have these for, dude, I'm gonna have these for months. It's gonna take so long to sell these just to lose money on it, but I had to buy a bunch of these too. Flesh and Blood, Bright Lights or something. Probably losing money on that, to be honest with you. It's not really super hot set right now, maybe in 10 years, but I don't have 10 years. In exchange, I got a ton of these for wholesale price. I got some of these, Twilight Masquerades, and then I got a few of these, which is nice. But these, I mean, I can't sell them at MSRP simply because I'm losing money on other stuff, so it has to balance out. So, I mean, the things you got to do to get product is kind of crazy. So, and there wasn't really a lot of options for online stores to buy stuff. There's a lot of brick and mortar only things on that where I don't know how online stores are supposed to compete with brick and mortars at this point. That's fine. I actually prefer that. I don't like these online stores. They don't got to pay rent. They don't got to pay nobody. They just run it from their basement. It's just annoying to see it all the time. But I mean, like, oh, someone just bought something from our website. Cool. But I mean, like, Flesh and Blood is really good. I just haven't gotten back into it recently. It's just hard. It's hard to diverse yourself sometimes when you're trying to just like, I'm trying to stop a sinking ship from sinking right now with Pokemon being so in demand and impossible to find. Yu-Gi-Oh! There's nothing really exciting about Yu-Gi-Oh! There's nothing they could do to make me come back. The last time Yu-Gi-Oh! Was like kind of hyped was like Toon World. And for some reason they avoid doing it. Like, it was like 6 years ago when they did Toon World last. Like, what's up? People love that shit. Why aren't you making more of it? Lorcana, this is my first time buying it. Never really got into it. I don't want to run events for this. That's why I don't get it. But I mean, there wasn't a lot of options for me to buy stuff. Like, there's card games that they offer that no one's ever heard of. I've never heard of. I don't know why they even have them. I wasn't going to dabble into... I tried to get things that people know about already, you know? Yeah, I mean, you might lose money, but it's about getting rid of the product as fast as you can so you got more money for the next deal that's coming up. That's just the way it is. And all the other distribution isn't really doing this. They're not really offering bundles, but they charge, like, for Surging Sparks, they'll be charging like 25 to 30 per booster bundle. They're wholesale at 16. So not really much space for profit, honestly. They're making way more on it than we are at this point. I mean, if you think about it, they're selling them for 16. Who knows what they're getting them for? 12, something like that. Like, their price is not increasing. So what's the big deal? Why do they have to increase it to us? It doesn't make sense. And this is why the market will never get back to where it should be, because greed. There's greed on every level. I mean, it's the way business works. It's common knowledge. You have to make money to exist. It's just the way it is. So Pokemon, I mean, if they would somehow prevent it from happening where wholesalers can't become scalpers, that'd be great. But we know that's not going to happen. And if it did happen, who knows if this distribution could even survive? Because they're probably holding on to so much inventory that no one wants, like deck boxes and stuff. But I mean, I guess the bundling idea is a way for them to get rid of stuff, which is fine. I'm desperate enough to do it. I'm sure there's a lot of other people that are desperate enough to do it. But I mean, if you don't got, you need to have like 40 grand just sitting there waiting at all times that you're not using. That's a crazy number. But I mean, like, when Pokemon's more available and there's more crap that no one wants, you're gonna have to spend all the money on stuff because you're going to want your allocations to be strong even when things are bad. So when something like this happens, you're going to be ready. You're going to be able to get more than everyone else. It's just the way it is. And most of the time you're losing money. You have to lose money to make money. It's like, that's like common knowledge in business. But a lot of businesses aren't always losing money all the time. So like, that's a card store thing. Like, we lose money constantly. It's stressful. It's not like, you know, it'd be great if I can get 1 million prismatic elite trainer boxes and make $1 a piece. I would love to do that all day long, but you always hit a ceiling in this bit. There's always a ceiling, dude. Maybe I should have been a sock wholesaler selling socks, selling shirts. I don't know. Maybe I could still do that. I don't know. But I mean, Pokemon getting easier, it's just not, I can't see it happening. When Pokemon does catch up, it'll be around the time where people don't care about Pokemon anymore and they're going to be printing so much crap. You're going to want to build a house out of the amount of cardboard you're getting delivered to you from these distributors. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I'm selling these on TCG Player. I'm selling all this stuff on TCG Player, not the booster bundles and stuff. The booster bundles I'm selling for market price or maybe a couple bucks under market price. The 151 booster bundles, they keep popping up randomly. This is the first time I've bought them wholesale in over a year. Actually, after you do a pre-order, after you buy the initial pre-orders, nothing's ever wholesale. It's kind of crazy how that works. So you have to pre-order initially to get the best deal you can get. And the only time you can get things for wholesale or under wholesale is when the product sucks. So, yeah, there's that. So if this is what you're into, if you're into buying products you don't need or you're going to lose money on to get other products, if you don't like that idea, then here it is. Here's the reality. I mean, like I said, I was desperate. I didn't care. I expect it by now. They've asked me to spend way more money than I spent on this. And as long as I can get Pokemon that's actually... Okay, I got Pokemon products that everyone wants, which is nice. Sometimes you get bundles where it's just a bunch of stuff that no one wants mixed in with the stuff that people want. But there's more of the stuff that people don't want. So it's like, damn. Yeah, whatever. It's fun, right? It's fun to be stressed out and stuff. I'm actually kind of surprised I didn't get that many of these. I only got 25 of these. You'd think they'd be printing these already before Surging Sparks because this has been out way longer. Maybe they do have more. Maybe they're waiting. Maybe they're holding on to more for the next bundle I gotta buy. I don't know. One day they say they have nothing. The next day they say I have a deal for me. It's like, you gotta stay on top of it. You have to know life this. Like, if I had a regular job, 9 to 5, I would not have time to wheel and deal this stuff all day. It would be... I'd be falling behind. The reason why I'm showing all this stuff is because, like, this is what it's like. You have to know what you're getting into. There is no shortcuts. I don't care what these people are saying. There's no shortcuts in this business. You gotta spend money to make money in this business, and when you're spending money, you're probably losing money unless you're ripping shipping or selling feet pictures on the side. I don't know. Opening Pokemon cards with your feet while on stream. That should be a new one. I should try getting into that one. That might pay more. Whatever. I'm done with the video. I got nothing else to say. So.